I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
We're going to turn now to that surprise mission to Syria for Senator John McCain. He secretly crossed the border into the war zone yesterday to meet with rebels trying to overthrow the Assad regime and build support for arming those fighters. ABC's John Carl has the details from Washington. John, this comes as Europe is lining up behind McCain's campaign for more military aid to the rebels.
That's right, George. The European Union has now lifted its arms embargo on Syria. That is the first step towards getting heavy European weapons to the Syrian rebels. McCain crossed over that border with Turkey in great secrecy. He met directly with the top Syrian rebels to make the point that they deserve all the support the United States can give. And George, this was with such secrecy that not even his daughter knew that he was going there until she heard about it on Twitter.
The civil war in Syria. That's probably the first thing we heard, and we heard it over and over again. It is not President Assad against his own people. It is President Assad and the Syrian people all together in unity against outside forces, outside mercenary forces, terror organizations, the names change every day or every other day to try to protect their identity and maybe keep the connection between the country that funded it and that group kind of a little bit more nebulous. But there are groups, mercenary forces, supported by Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, the United States, and underneath it, Israel, the state of Israel. And these outside mercenary forces are the ones that are terrorizing the Syrian people and are attempting to divide.
We need to look at our little friend. We need to look at our little friend, Senator McCain. And we need to look at what he was doing right around 2013. So in 2013, Senator McCain met with rebel forces or future ISIS leaders. He met with them in Syria and in Turkey. And he made the trip to demand aggressive military action in the 2-year-old Syrian civil war, calling for the establishment of a no-fly zone and arming the rebels. So, in this photo, you can see Senator McCain with these gentlemen here. And the one person I want to really point out here is, I'm going to say his name wrong, but I don't even give a shit. His name is al-Baghdadi, whatever, sneeze. This guy, who's seen here with McCain, was in an Iraqi military prison from 2005 to 2010. And he was released allegedly by request of the Iraqi government. As he was being turned over to the Iraqi government by the U.S. military, he made the statement to the U.S. military, "See you in New York." Later, and right after this happens, ISIS emerges. And lo and behold, who is leading up the ISIS movement? It's, well, al-Baghdadi, whatever. This freaking scumbag. That's seen with McCain in 2013. So I think I'm a smart individual, and I don't play into just anything that gets shoved in front of my face. But in doing this research, it's become clear that our government, or whoever's running this government called the United States government, has started the crisis in Syria, has funded ISIS, has started ISIS. Well, why would they, I'm not even going to say why would they be doing that? Why would Senator McCain have an interest in Syria? Well, what we're told in our media, which is totally the truth, right? Totally unbiased, as everyone's seen this week, October 14th, everyone's seen on the TV how unbiased the media is, right? With all the WikiLeaks and everything coming out, where the only thing we have to talk about is Donald Trump and how big of a piece of crap he is. Nothing to do with the corruption in our government. Yes, our government is just there to be humanitarianism. So it's just there to save this little boy. Remember this little boy that got blown up? This poor soul, one of thousands and thousands. He's being attacked by his own government. The Syrian government is attacking their own citizens, and we need to go there to help them. We are the police of the world. We care. I care as Barack Obama. I care as Senator McCain about this child. So we need to go over there to help these people from their government, just like we did in Iraq. And it's very haunting how these things play out over years and years and years. They repeat themselves. Wrong. We are not there to save anybody, okay? There is no civil war going on in Syria right now, folks. I'm sorry to tell you that, okay? There is a war between the Syrian people and its government and terrorists and Saudi U.S.-backed terrorists to destabilize that area to continue a pipeline. Yes, oil, natural gas, those resources. Here's the map. There's the pipeline. There's several of them going through the area. Now, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I am going to put links into this video, and you're going to have to go ahead and read through all this information yourself. There's too much to cover, and I don't want a 30-minute video. I want to make this short and sweet. We, the United States government, with the Saudi Arabian government and several other countries, have gone into Syria and Iraq to destabilize those countries, to continue to build a pipeline, to undercut the Russians and the Russian government for natural resources that they depend on for their economy to sell to Europe. And it's all in this article, folks. It's all in the Syrian Free Press article. You're not going to find it at ABC. You're not going to find it at CNN. Don't even look there, okay? Do yourself a favor, read this one article and understand the reason we have these wars and the reason that we are very soon going to be going to war with these superpowers is for foreign oil and for foreign interests in economical resources. It has nothing to do with humanitarianism, it has nothing to do with being good or righteous or saving anybody. So, with that said, we have a world that is out of control, and there is a lot of information that's being withheld from us in this country. We're being lied to on a daily basis. So you need to shut off your TVs. You need to stop listening to CNN, ABC, CNN, CBC, whatever the shit they call themselves. They're all the same. They're all owned by the same ruling class, the same one that wants Hillary Clinton in power, the same one that put Barack Obama in power, George Bush, Bill Clinton, all throughout the years. It's all been one long con. It's all been one long ploy to control resources. It's got nothing to do with the United States being on their high horse or trying to help anyone. And understand that these crises we have in our world are due to economical situations. They are due to monetary gains and to elites, ruling classes that want to control resources. And when you hear all the talk about Russia and how they're influencing our election and all of the hacking that the Russians are supposedly doing, just understand, they're the scapegoat. That's the reason that we are going to go to war. They're going to make it sound like that's the reason they're up against Russia. Everyone sees the Russian aggression right now, okay? And they look to the government and they look to the mainstream media for answers. And the answer they're giving them is, well, we got to protect our electoral process. It's got nothing to do with that. They're setting us up. And they're going to go to war with Russia, and they're going to go to war with China. And it's all going to be over what's in this article here. It's all going to be over a battle of economics, a battle over who owns those resources and who gets to control prices and who gets to sell those resources to Europe. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. You really need to do the research for yourself. Check out these links. Read these articles. They're a little lengthy, but you need to start to understand the way the world works. It's almost too late. There's almost not enough time. So hurry up, okay? And let's have these discussions on my Facebook feed at Plato's Cave Reality. You can find me at Twitter at The Real Plato's Cave and on YouTube on Plato's Cave. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be cranking these videos out left and right. We need to get this information out. It's important. I look forward to having some more great content with you guys soon.